TTWA is recorded live in front of a live internet studio audience every Wednesday at 10:15 Central Standard Time at twitch.tv/totemtrouser. Stop on by and watch the action of TTWA live as it happens. Welcome to TTWA, as we start an incredibly ramshackle beginning of the show. I lost track of time and didn't get everything set up on time, and then OBS took its sweet-ass time. Fire Pro crashed like twice. But good news is we're up, and better news is I fixed the bracket. So I got this taken care of. Now, but note, there's only 6 points left to get in the B bracket. In the A bracket, there's only 4. So tonight's matches, we're going to start off with Neptune Man versus Martin Burns, David Starr versus Hardcore Holly, and then that leaves King Corn Karn and Chavo Guerrero, and Brian Pillman versus Ray Hechicero. I fucking put it into Google Translate, and I forgot it. But Ray Hechicero, or whatever. Of note, Brian Pillman, as you can see, has 8 points. He has not been defeated. If Brian Pillman were to win this match, he would technically not eliminate everybody below 4th place, but pretty much would eliminate everyone. He would eliminate for certain. Brian Pillman could take Ray out of this tournament. Let's see, David Starr could be taken out of this tournament tonight. Neptune Man can't take out Martin Burns. And then either King Corn Karn or Chavo Guerrero is going to be eliminated from this tournament. King Corn Karn and David Starr. King Corn Karn and Chavo Guerrero. The loser will pretty much be mathematically eliminated from this tournament, because they can only get 4 points from that point on, so they will not be able to beat Brian's 8. And then Pillman can knock out Ray tonight. So we're looking at 1 guaranteed elimination, 2 possible eliminations. Actually, I'm sorry, 3 possible eliminations, because if Hardcore Holly loses to David Starr, or Hardcore Holly beats David Starr, he will eliminate David Starr. So we can see 3 people eliminated from this tournament tonight. And then even then, like, everyone from 5, 6, and 7 in 8th place, those guys aren't doing too hot. Basically, Pillman needs to lose all of his matches, and they need to win all of their matches to tie him. Oh, wait, shit. Yeah, no, if Pillman wins, because there's 6 points. Yeah, if Pillman wins tonight, 5, 6, 7, and 8 is eliminated. And Pillman's been beating everybody, so it's not great. But yeah, so that's what we have on par for tonight. And also, a couple weeks ago, actually about a month ago now, we am I dropping frames? How bad am I dropping frames? Does it look like shit? Do I look like shit? Am I dying? What is? Hello. I moved the OBS to here so I can look at the stream. Anyway, a couple weeks ago, a month ago, but weeks ago in TWA time, we had a tag team gauntlet that I just totally forgot about because the tournament started. We're gonna bring that back up. I think I found the 3 people that actually won that match. So we're gonna go with that, and yeah. But let's go into the actual show. Apparently, I am just dying right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm gonna restart the stream. Maybe I don't need to restart the stream. What is happening? Why is dying? Okay, well that doesn't probably need to be open. Sorry about that. I just realized I had my fucking editing software open. That's probably helping in this thing going to shit. Like I said, we have a very ramshackle start. This is about as ramshackle as, I think one time I had to go like grocery shopping right before TTWA, which I actually did today too. But I was like gone for a couple hours grocery shopping, and then like my roommate needed my help with something, and I ended up being like 20 minutes late. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my internet right now. I think my internet might just be dying, which is possible. Could be. Let's see, that's there. Wrestling's gonna start in a minute. I do apologize. I'm just trying to see maybe if I can fix my shit dying. Let me tell you a fun story. So, because I fucked everything up last time, why are you here? God damn it. Fucking Fire Pro. Fire Pro wants to have it sound on the wrong sound thing, which is annoying as fuck. But anyway, because I had to rerun these, I got to see which were flukes and which weren't. Or at least who were the favorites. Neptune Man beat Ray the first time. Brian Pillman beat King Corn Karn with a fucking diving cross body. He knocked him out. It was red. And yeah, my kilobits per second is not that high. We're gonna restart the stream. In fact, actually, give me a sec. Let me do that now. Hello. Okay, let's give this a shot. TTWA time. Bam. So, TTWA time. Bam. There we go. Okay. So let's begin with our first match, which is going to be Neptune Man versus Farmer Burns. Oh shit. You know what, man? I am so sorry. I need to make it to where you can hear the game. That seems like something you might be interested in. Display. Why did I click on display? I don't know. That seems dumb. Oh my god, Windows 10. Just take me to your fucking sound settings. I don't want to go to your weird, stupid bullshit. Thank you. No, this isn't even the... you know what? This is probably fine. Let's see. Normally this works. Disable. Except for now it's not, so disable. Let's take that out of there. Okay, so I can hear it now. So then you guys, I need to change this. Properties. Okay. Should be going now. I bet you don't know why it's not. Nope, there's no reason for you not to hear this. I guess we're just going to have another soundless TTWA again. What if I enable that, then disable this as a speaker? Okay, still coming through. No sound is now coming through this. Why? Sound! Ah! I have a backup plan. Don't worry. Open volume mixer. Let me guess, because it's not fucking here because it's being a bitch. Oh no, it's just muted. Hey! Yeah, that's too loud, but hey, I fixed it. Cool. My backup plan was doing the old school Totem Trouser streams in which I just had OC Remix playing in the background, but we don't need to do that! Anyway. Bracket B. let's see here. We're not doing David Starr. We're doing Neptune Man versus Martin Burns. So Martin Burns is the only person who is not... Martin Burns and Brian Pillman are the only two people who don't actually have a tied score in this entire tournament. Or at least in this bracket, I believe. I think there's like one other lone wolf in the B bracket. Or in the A bracket, I should say. Let me turn the game up a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, there's one other lone wolf in the A bracket. But anyway, Martin Burns, he has 4 points. So technically, Brian Pillman could win tonight. And shit, actually, if Brian Pillman wins tonight, he'll be at 10 points. The most Burns can win is 6 points. So like, Burns needs to win tonight. If he loses and Brian Pillman wins, Burns is also eliminated from this tournament. In fact, actually, shit. No, because, yeah, if Burns beats Neptune Man's starting to be in trouble then. But Neptune Man's still in a good place. Neptune Man and Hardcore Holly are the only two people in this tournament that don't have to worry about the result of Brian Pillman's match. Now, obviously, they want him to lose so they can catch up to him. But it's not the end of the world if he wins for them. At least not tonight. We're going to start seeing the tension start to kind of grow on them a little bit. Hardcore Holly and Neptune Man actually go one-on-one next week. And then Hardcore Holly and Brian Pillman go one-on-one in the last week. And all of that was totally unplanned. All of this is completely randomized. I did not plan this. Hello. I'm being hosted by Little Dashwood. I appreciate that. Thank you. But, yeah, so all this is totally unplanned. That it just ended up that the like 3 leaders of the bracket are going up against each other in the final 2 weeks, which will happen. I think actually next week we're going to do a long Totem Trouser, or I'm sorry, a long TTWA in which I do both brackets, because I do want to get out of the tournament arc of TTWA. I want to go back to just the random matches. This tournament went a little long in the tooth. I'm not going to lie. Went somewhat long, and I mean, that's fine. It's great. I like it. I'm just saying, you know, hey, might have, maybe let's do like 4 people a bracket next time. That seems maybe like the smartest option. By the way, the commissioner is here. Let me go get the commissioner of TTWA. Give me a second. It's Commissioner Felix of TTWA. Now, Commissioner, how do you feel about this tournament wrapping up? How do you feel about Brian Pillman's chances at the T1 Clawmax Cup? Oh, I kicked the computer. Look at Farmer Burns doing that grapple technique, Commissioner. How do you feel about that? Got locked into a reverse Kimura there by Neptune Man. Knees to the head from Neptune Man onto Brian Pillman. On Martin Burns. He wishes he could do it to Brian Pillman, but he's already lost to Brian Pillman, Felix. Ow, you bit me on the nose. Don't bite me on the nose, Commissioner. Here, do your little Commissioner dance and get out of here. The Commissioner only speaks in meows and interpretive dances. Okay, get out. Go to bed. Commissioner's very sleepy. We have to wonder why he actually scheduled TTWA so late at night if he just falls asleep during them. But that's what he has me for. Anyway. Neptune Man and Martin Burns haven't really been able to kind of get anything up and going here. Oh, hey, timeout. By the way, I don't know how this happened. I think maybe when I was messing around with the mod suite last week, I broke something. I don't know why, but remember how the ref for this was supposed to be Guy Fieri? Somehow it just turned into Herb Dean. I don't know when, but when I went to redo the matches, I was like, oh, that's Herb Dean. Huh? So yeah, somehow Herb Dean became the referee. I guess Guy Fieri had an injury or a family emergency or, you know, an other commitment. Maybe his show started touring. I don't know. Anyway, Martin Brown now mounted punches onto Neptune Man here as Neptune Man gets back up. Neptune Man goes for the kick, gets taken down by Farmer Burns. Now, Farmer Burns, as we've previously mentioned before, grappler in the 1920s, amateur wrestler, doesn't know a lot of wrestling moves in this, or at least conventional wrestling moves. In this tournament, he's learned quite a lot, and you kind of see, like, he's honestly having a really good performance for someone who didn't know what a DDT was until we brought him back in our time machine. So, like, he's doing great. Yesterday, he got a cell phone, and that was interesting. He also recently got a Facebook account and just posts a lot of Prohibition memes, and I'm gonna be real with you, it's weird that they even still make those. But anyway, that's this patented submission hold, and no, Neptune Man doesn't able to get out of it. Neptune Man from Kaniku Man, or Ultimate Muscle in America. I think he's like the main bad guy. I don't know. I watched it when I was 9, but he's here. We brought him in. Because our time machine also goes through universes. My cat is very rich and just bad with money. So he just spent it on time machines, universe traveling machines, dimensional traveling machines. Like, we got all sorts of stuff. Anyway, roll up to Neptune Man. No, Neptune Man has not been in control of this match, which is normally not what we see here. We normally see Neptune Man dominating. Like I said, Neptune Man's only really lost one match, and that was to Brian Pillman, who hasn't lost any of them. So it's very interesting to see Neptune Man in this compromising position here. Now, we know that Harker Holly did lose one match as well to the man in the ring right now. Farmer Brown does actually have a submission, I believe, victory on. No, actually, he knocked him out. He knocked him out with this with a submission hold. Harker Holly got knocked out last week by Martin Brown. So, you know, not Martin Burns. Martin Brown is the guy from Back to the Future. Anyway, elbow to the back, Rainmaker pose. And to a chop, which, you know, hey, that's a transition. Going back up top for his patented elbow drop. He will probably hit like 4 of those tonight because he really likes that move. And it works really well for him. I mean, he's like in second place. Rainmaker! Following it up with another elbow drop. I don't know about the Nazi, but I did try and find. Actually, I think Kevin Mask is in TTWA. He's just never shown up because there's like 2,000 people in TTWA, but he's around. Kevin Mask is around. Also, I think actually Neptune Man is the first Kaniku Man character, and we have a submission hold here. And nothing comes of it, because submission holds are not that effective, as we've seen in the T1 Clawmax, as Martin Burns drags Neptune Man into the center of the ring, goes for a modified sleeper hold. Is he going to pass out? He can't go to the ropes. He does use that strength. I mean, look at the size of Neptune Man compared to Martin Burns. He's got that size advantage. He's got that strength advantage. It's going to be really hard for someone like Martin Burns to really keep someone the size and power level of Neptune Man in a submission hold for too long. And considering that's Martin Burns' entire repertoire is submissions, you're gonna see some problems here on the end of Martin Burns. However, he does seem to be doing a very good job of preventing Neptune Man from really doing anything with his moveset. He's just keeping him grounded, and if he's not grounded, he's tied up somehow. So Martin Burns comes into this with a very stellar strategy with the belly-to-back suplex, locking him into a camel clutch, a little bit too close to the ropes. Martin Burns, I don't think, knows what a rope break is still. We tried explaining it to him, but he keeps putting submission holds near the ropes. Yeah, I think maybe any other, dead people we bring back from the 1920s, we're going to have to give a lesson to on the, history of professional wrestling after they died. Because Martin Burns died before the Second World War. So, he's missed some things. He's missed a couple things. He probably doesn't know what the fuck a Kaniku Man is. He probably thinks, oh, you mean the samurais? The samurais made cartoons? The fuck is a cartoon? So, a lot of lessons. We basically put him back into high school, and he did it! He won! The lessons in high school paid off! Martin Burns! Martin Burns keeping himself alive. Now he is at 6 points. He is tied for second with Neptune Man, Hardcore Holly, and himself. I don't know why I made it seem like there was another person tied for second, but there isn't. So that's interesting because he can get another total of 4 points. So he can still only max out at 10 points. But so like, you know, not out of the woods. Oh, good night. Thank you for coming over. But yeah, so super interesting. He still has to worry about the result of this match. Because if Brian Pillman loses this match, he could actually do a come-from-behind victory here. Next week, Martin Burns does have to face Rey Hechicero, and then after that, he has Chavo Guerrero. So, like, I'm not trying to diminish the quality of those two wrestlers, but they are on the bottom of the list. So he maybe has an easy tournament coming up. However, so does Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman... this week, obviously, he has Rey Hechicero, which, you know, same dude, that we just said, maybe a little bit on the easy end, and he also has, Chavo Guerrero. Oh, yeah, he's Chavo Guerrero next week, and then Hardcore Holly. So, Martin Burns and Chavo Guerrero are going to be facing the same wrestlers. The only difference is that, Brian Pillman does have Hardcore Holly coming up. Which is concerning. I would be concerned if I was Brian Pillman, because Hardcore Holly, as you see, is, you know, one of the 4 people that has any chance in this. By the way, oh wait, no, that wasn't an elimination match. Oh, hello, Pyro. Man, people showing up. I like it. It's great. You're just in time to see. I fucked up the order of this. David Starr, which is this Japanese one, versus Hardcore Holly, for some reason. Now, David Starr hasn't won a match in the T1 Classic until last week when he beat Chavo Guerrero. Right now, until last week, David Starr was tied for the most losses ever. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The most losses with no wins in TTWA history. I believe since last week he won, so that went back to Nicole Bass, who has a 0-3 record. Also in this tournament, in the A bracket, is Van Hammer, who has the most losses ever in TTWA history. David Starr from, I don't know what EPW is. He's from like CZW. Does a lot of stuff in the British Indies. He's Jewish, and I don't say that as like a, you know, like a bad thing. I say it as in the fact that he really like plays up the fact that he's Jewish. But yeah, David Starr. Yeah, that David Starr. Exactly, that David Starr. I don't know why chat isn't showing up in the thing. It should be showing up on the stream. Maybe it's because I don't have it high enough, which is totally possible. Oh god, the webcam's still on. Yeah, there we go. There's chat. The webcam's not supposed to be on. I hope I didn't do anything embarrassing. Oh, God. Yeah, that David Starr. He, fun out of character thing about David Starr's, wrestler. I didn't realize David Starr was big enough in Japan that they would make a character of him. And the more I see him wrestle, the more I think that maybe he isn't, and they didn't think a whole lot highly of him because this character does not do too well. He's had a rough go this tournament. Meanwhile, you know, like, I think actually he's... No, Van Hammer's lost the same amount of matches as him, and so is Chavo. We almost had a... Oh, he has a steel chair, right, that's what we're counting out for. Because in TTWA, we don't just remove the chair, we just count you to 5, and you can hit him as many times as you want during that time. Yeah, I think he does. I think he's all over, like, the Eastern Hemisphere of the world. But yeah, no, he's all over. He's a really prolific name, which is why I grabbed him. I also, fun fact about David Starr, I just realized it. The name David Starr is a reference to him being Jewish because of the Star of David. Known about David Starr for fucking years, and I just got that. So, you know, hey, that happened. But anyway, David Starr with Club Blow to Hardcore Holly. Now, I mean, David Starr definitely the underdog in this match. When I had to rerun this this like last week because I forgot to save, David Starr was one of the people that I had to actually rerun his match a couple times against Chavo Guerrero. Before he actually won, because he won last week, and I need the numbers to stay the same. But anyway, David Starr and Hardcore Holly. Now, strike off. Starr, Holly, Starr, Holly, Starr. Oh, God, doesn't Hardcore Holly have a move called the Holocaust, or is that just a New Legacy Inc. joke? God, I hope it's a New Legacy Inc. joke, or this is a really, really bad matchup. But anyway, body slam from Hardcore Holly, drags him into the center of the ring, goes for a diving elbow drop, kind of maybe put a little bit too much of his knee into it, and maybe that hurt the impact of the move. But David Starr still back up, elbow to the back, elbow to the face from Hardcore Holly, yeah. Elbow to the back of the head, camel clutch here. Not going to do a whole lot, not going to get a submission, but it's going to wear down his opponent. That's smart on Hardcore Holly's end. Hardcore Holly maybe not the most educated wrestler. I was trying to think of a better way to word it. But maybe not the most educated wrestler in the terms of, like, you know, targeting a body part, sticking with that body part, and just kind of going to town on it. He's just going to beat the shit out of people. And to be fair, it's worked really well for him as he gets out of a pinfall attempt here from David Starr. David Starr in the corner now. Drop kick from Bob Holly. Bob Holly goes for another pinfall. Once again, not really expecting a 3 count here, but getting a 2 count, that's surprising. Just kind of gauging where his opponent's at and making him have to kick out, expend that energy. And that's something that, you know, David Starr's going to want to try to avoid here. As he goes for these shoulder blocks right to the abdomen of Hardcore Holly, trying to take his breath away. You know, loss of breath is the #1 cause for pinfalls in wrestling. When you can't breathe, you're not really sure where you are. Your brain just kind of kicks into, hey, I need breath, and doesn't care about anything else. So it kind of, you know, you forget that you're getting pinned almost, and that's why a lot of, you know, wrestling moves target the midsection. DDT from David Starr there. Also, they target the head, because if you're just unconscious, you can't do shit. But anyway, David Starr now. Alabama slam from Hardcore Holly. That might be it already. 2. Oh, no. David Starr just barely getting out of it. David Starr needs to come to... David Starr has not come to the show for the past... What has it been? 5 weeks? He came to the... No, past 3 weeks. He came to the show last week when he needed to actually win a match, or else he would be eliminated. He needs to do it again tonight. Every single match for David Starr here on out is do or die. And he needs to get it up and going here. However, David Starr's efforts could be completely lost if Brian Pillman wins. Brian Pillman, 8 points. David Starr, along with the other entire half of the bracket, at 2. So if we only have 2 more weeks of this show, of this tournament, I should say. Show hopefully go on longer than that. So we only have 2 more weeks of it. So if, to say, Brian Pillman were to win tonight, it would functionally eliminate everyone else in the tournament, with the exception of Hardcore Holly, Neptune Man, and Martin Burns. 2, 3, but it will still feel really good for David Starr if he could beat Hardcore Holly. Like, the thing about TWA is statistics. Your win-loss record carries you no matter if you're in a death match, no matter if you're in the T1 Clawmax, no matter if you are in the tournament title tournament, which is an MMA tournament that happens, and the only way you can win that title is in the tournament title tournament. Right now, champion of that is Balrog, who is the only person to ever defend the title, and also the only person to ever break double digits in wins, because your win-loss record carries no matter what you do here. So David Starr, you know, even if he gets eliminated from the tournament tonight, and crossbody here, 2, no, he's out of 2, good, smart. Even if he's eliminated from the tournament tonight, he still, you know, can make a good hit on his win-loss record, which is looking really bad right now. David Starr throwing some blows. Hardcore Holly ducking and dodging. Now, that's one thing to note about David Starr. He's going to counter brawl. He's going to counter brawl Hardcore Holly. Maybe not the smartest move. Hardcore Holly grabbing a chair again, smacking David Starr with a chair. This is the second time in 2 weeks that David Starr has fought against a cheating wrestler, and he's just getting destroyed with that chair here. Hardcore Holly now, on the receiving end of things, takes a Uranagi, and both men down at 14. David Starr's going to try and get in the ring. Hardcore Holly's hurt. Harker Holly gets in at 17, but he has it shared. Oh, just cracks him across the face while he was taunting. Brutal elbow to the back of the head. Harker Holly knows he needs this win to keep up with Brian Pillman. And he knows that now that Neptune Man is lost, he could get a firm seat in second place. So he's going for it. By any means necessary. However, David Starr here with the pinfall. 2, 3. David Starr just beat Harker Holly. David Starr has started to come to the show. 2 wins in a row for David Starr. Massive upset. Hardcore Holly gonna sit comfortably. It is a 3-way tie for second place. David Starr wins the match. I can't believe it. Okay, so rankings, right? While I look and see who's going next. Corn and Java. So, wow. David Starr etching a firm third place, which is fucking crazy, against beating Hardcore Holly. Now, that's particularly interesting, right? Because if Brian Pillman continues his streak of domination, these guys are going to have to win. Oh, shit. No. I thought for a second if Brian Pillman wins, he just eliminates everybody in this tournament, but he doesn't, because he could still lose. It's next week that Brian Pillman could just clinch this tournament. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're gonna see a guaranteed elimination tonight. We're gonna see either King Corn Karn or Chavo Guerrero going to get eliminated. Now, I gotta be real with you guys. These two, earlier, like literally maybe 10 minutes ago, I would have said the 3 most underperforming wrestlers of this tournament were Chavo Guerrero and David Starr. King Corn Karn wasn't that far behind. King Corn Karn has had really, really, really entertaining matches. And I'm not trying to say that he hasn't, because he has, and they're rad, right? But maybe not so great in the win percentage. He's only won 1 of them. But they're really entertaining matches. So that's why I wouldn't put him in the most underperforming. But David Starr has started to show up to the show. And yeah, very, very, very interesting development. I'm still shocked that David Starr won, actually. I'll be real with you. I really did not expect that to go down. Back body drop from King Corn Karn on a Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero, we known to use some cheating tactics. He's busted open David Starr multiple times as he gets body splash from King Corn Karn. King Corn Karn's going to use that strength. He's going to use that classic big man style maybe to try and keep Chavo Guerrero unable to really cheat, as we see Chavo Guerrero going for a thumb poke to the eyes. So really hasn't worked so far for him, but he is getting somewhere. And we got a vertical suplex from King Corn Karn right onto Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero misses the ducks right under that early roundhouse kick. Elbow from King Corn Karn. I just love watching King Corn Karn wrestle so fucking much. He's so entertaining. And just multiple gut punches to King Corn Karn from Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero now get another back body suplex. That's not a real name, but I can't remember the name of that suplex, so it's the back body suplex. Shut up. And Chavo Guerrero, another poke to the eyes here. Oh, King Corn Karn goes for a big boot. Chavo Guerrero is able to get him out of it. Chavo Guerrero with the mule kick down to King Corn Karn. Both of these men just not even feeling each other out, just going, just starting at 100. Another eye poke, jumping Mongolian chop. Or brain chop. That was a brain chop. Mongolian chop's 2 hands. Anyway, so King Corn Karn getting thrown into the ropes, chop to the chest. Getting thrown into the corner again. Chavo Guerrero getting closer. Punch to the face. Thrown into the ropes again. Gets out of it just in time. Elbow to the back. And there's that fork that we see Chavo Guerrero busting open King Corn Karn. King Corn Karn's head's gonna be a weak spot now. A big glowing red weak spot, which is fitting because King Corn Karn's from a video game. And punch to the head from Chavo Guerrero onto King Corn Karn. King Corn Karn locked in a single leg Boston Crab. Punch to the head again from Chavo. Chavo controlling King Corn Karn here. Multiple punches to the head, dragging King Corn Karn into the center of the ring. Bicycle kick from King Corn Karn. Moon stomp from King Corn Karn. Punches straight to the face of King Corn Karn. Pile driver from Chavo. We haven't even hit 5 minutes in this match. Holy shit. These dudes are just going at it because they know the loser is guaranteed to be eliminated. Brian Pillman can lose next match, and if he does, all the people who win tonight, that is David Starr, that is the winner of this match. That would be, if Brian Pillman loses, Ray Hechicero saved. They still get another week left in this tournament to try and get something going for them. The loser of this match, it is over. You still have to show up. You still have to wrestle. But at that point, you're just doing it for your statistics and nothing else. You're not doing it for a title shot. And these guys want that title shot. Oh my God, Gory Bomb already. These two just going crazy with each other. Chavo thrown to the outside. Mongolian Warrior, King Corn Karn, gonna just wait it out. The honestly, weirdly honorable in this situation. Both of these men have been known to use deceptive tactics to be maybe the bad guy in wrestling. But King Corn Karn really kind of won over the fans in the past couple weeks here. Chavo Guerrero at the top rope, once again just breaking the rules. Just jumps down, just broke the rules to break the rules. That's all he did right there. Chavo Guerrero getting dragged into the corner. King Corn Karn now throwing him into the corner again. Just, Muay Thai knees to the gut. Oh, brutal. King Corn Karn going to the top now. Knees right into that lower back of the Mexican luchador, which is going to hamper his style. And just, oh my God, a vertical suplex to the outside. Oh, he's going out there now. Oh, we got a brawl. We got a brawl, ladies and gentlemen. And no, King Corn Karn thrown in the turnbuckle. Chavo Guerrero takes control. Oh, well, look at another Gory Bomb to the outside. Oh, and he's got a chair. He gets into the ring for some reason. That doesn't make sense. That's illegal to have that in there. As Herb Dean's going to start counting out Chavo Guerrero. Goes for the chair strike. Gets a roundhouse kick for his troubles. King Corn Karn will not let Chavo Guerrero cheat with the chair. However, he will let him cheat with the fork, apparently, as he just starts digging into that already open wound on King Corn Karn. It was starting to bleed a little less. Chavo Guerrero just saw to it that it will keep bleeding, and oh, look at this. Oh, beautiful. God, I love that move so much. Oh, man, King Corn Karn just punishing Chavo Guerrero here. Going for a bicycle kick. No, jumping knee. We haven't seen him pull that one out before. King Corn Karn is incensed. He does not want to be eliminated tonight. Elbow to the back. Oh my God! A lariat so hard it almost knocked King Corn Karn out of his shoes. King Corn Karn is stunned. Chavo Guerrero going for a vertical suplex. No! King Corn Karn with a low blow onto Chavo Guerrero, returning the favor for the cheater. Picks him up. Suplex. Is he going to go for the pinfall? No, he still has business with Chavo. Chavo Guerrero turning it around, though, with another Gory Bomb, maybe. No, not a Gory Bomb, a Widow's Peak, weirdly enough. And Chavo Guerrero going for the pinfall, too. 2.9, King Corn Karn isn't dead. Chavo Guerrero, crossbody. Well, actually, that was a frog splash, I think. Homage to Eddie Guerrero, who is dead in real life, but not in TTWA. He wrestled Simon Belmont. No, King Corn Karn able to get out of it. He's in the intro, because he's my favorite wrestler. Suplex from King Corn Karn, and also because the beginning song of TTWA, the theme song is, Castlevania, so I figured I would throw Simon Belmont in there, so it was kind of a win-win. That's why, behind the curtain, that's why that insignificant match has so much screen time in the intro. Anyway, not Brian Pillman, not yet. 2, Chavo. No, King Corn Karn able to get out of it again. We could see a draw, which would actually technically eliminate both men. A bicycle kick. What we got? Running knee to the back of Chavo's head. King Corn Karn not going for pinfalls, really. And that's very interesting. Maybe he's going for a critical, which honestly is going to be pretty tough. Chavo Guerrero, he's a cheater. He lost a lot of matches, but he's a tough son of a bitch, so he's not going to be critical easily. 2, I don't know why I said 2. Corn. Oh, Chavo Guerrero telling him, no, that's not how this works. And Lariat imposes to the crowd. Chavo Guerrero still has a possibility of coming around, going for the fork, this time to the back of the neck. That can kill a man. Herb Dean, do something. Roundhouse kick, elbow to the face in return, misses that roundhouse kick, and that was devastating. Karn now, drop kick, beautiful, beautiful drop kick from Chavo. King Corn Karn might have gotten match of the week again, honestly. Like, Brian Pillman and our main event still have time, but man, King Corn Karn is on fire. Knees to the back of Chavo Guerrero. Punches to the stomach from Chavo. Kick to the butt. Oh, that's it. That's got to be it. King Corn Karn's got this. He needs to capitalize. Oh, he's too tired. He's too hurt to capitalize on the move. Yeah, King Corn Karn's tired. That's one thing. King Corn Karn does not got a whole lot of stamina, which is probably why he tried to finish this match so early. Pile driver. Gonna go for the pinfall here, you got to think. He's got to want to end it. No, that's... I don't know if I advise against this. I feel like this maybe not the wisest move. Lariat from Chavo, punches to the head. Kick to the butt. King Corn Karn. Oh my God, brainbuster! And he's up first! King Corn Karn is a monster. Pile driver, body slam from Chavo. I'm sorry, onto Chavo. Suplex again from King Corn Karn. Gotta finish it here. Just go for the pinfall. You will get the 3. King Corn Karn does not trust it. He isn't trusting Chavo. He knows Chavo's a devil. Chavo will get out of things unless you beat the hell out of him. He is a Guerrero. He will fight until he dies. Maybe not the best phrasing. I apologize. Torture Rack, he gave up! Yo, hey, real talk, why is this chat still on the screen? King Corn Karn might be eliminated from this tournament, but... Okay, I can't make that go away. Or I can? What just happened? Hold up. Oh, it's back. Oh no, now it's just disappearing. Where'd it go? Oh, it just reset. Okay. Whoops. That's fine. Hold on. Let me reset it again in that case. Oh, it went away now. Okay, whatever. Yeah, wow. Huh. That happened. So, King Corn Karn, while he is eliminated, I think I can firmly say... Here, one sec. We're going to go to Eric Cam for this one. So King Corn Karn joins Van Hammer in the officially eliminated. He cannot win this tournament, no matter how many more matches he wins. At this point, he's just trying to pad his win-loss record. I think King Corn Karn has joined Bubbles Utonium from one of my favorite wrestlers in TTWA. Every single one of his matches, I've been thoroughly entertained, and the only reason why I don't think he'll get match of the week this week is because I've given it to him too many fucking times. Seriously, round of applause for King Corn Karn. He's like wonderful, wonderful wrestler. Anyway, we're gonna go back to the game now for the match that really decides it all. Because here's the thing, right? King Corn Karn gone. Chavo and David Starr only can get a maximum of 4 points, and they would have to win every match left in the tournament. At most, that would tie them with Brian Pillman. In the event of a tie, as I've run simulations on this to see, it starts a single elimination tournament between the people who have tied. That would also imply that Brian Pillman loses every match of the tournament from this point on. Ray Hechicero has a lot of pressure on him. If Ray wins this match, not only does he keep himself in the tournament, he keeps 3 other people in the tournament. If he loses this match, the only people who have a chance of winning are Brian Pillman, Neptune Man, Martin Burns, and Hardcore Holly. So no pressure. but the entire half of the bracket is relying on Hechicero. Hechicero, as you might have noticed from his less than stellar record here, maybe not the favorite here. The favorite might be the young flying Brian Pillman. He makes his way down to the ring. He has the hopes of half of the... Honestly, at this point, Ray Hechicero has the hopes of the entire bracket on him. Because even though Hardcore Holly and Neptune Man and Martin Burns aren't like going to be eliminated as the result of this match, Brian Pillman needs to start losing for them to have any chance. I believe at this point, Brian Pillman, if he were to win, would have 2 wins on them. Which there's only 2 more matches left in the tournament. So, if Brian Pillman wins this, it makes it, we're gonna either have Brian Pillman win the tournament or we're gonna have a tie. I just realized, because Brian Pillman will be at 10, right? That means, and then after tonight, there's only 4 more points to be given. So let's say Neptune Man, Martin Burns, Harker Holly, one of them, wins the next 2 matches. They'll also be at 10. So Brian Pillman, if he were to win tonight, would guarantee that he is at least in the discussion for winning the B bracket. If he wins tonight, he will either win the tournament or he will be tied for winning the tournament. Brian Pillman could technically clinch a final position here tonight. If Brian Pillman wins tonight and next week, he will have clinched the tournament. So the entire hopes of the bracket is on him. And honestly, the entire hopes of the A bracket is on him too, because the A bracket does not have people winning this much. Everyone in the A bracket has taken and lost at one point or another. So Brian Pillman is the only undefeated person in this tournament. Brian Pillman actually has lost a match here in TTWA before, so he isn't undefeated. At least I don't think. I might be wrong, honestly. Let me check. But yeah, Brian Pillman, I've been saying, hasn't come to the show a whole lot. Why the hell does that click to that? What does that click to? I click the oh, it clicks to the playlist. Oh, that's good, I guess. What did I delete? What the fuck is deleted? Okay, weird. Anyway, so let's see what Brian Pillman's sitting at here. Brian Pillman is sitting at a 5-1. So Brian Pillman has lost, but I think it was an 8-man that he wasn't involved in the finish of. So Brian Pillman just got no-sold there from Ray Hechicero. Ray Hechicero double leg takedown. Going for a modified surfboard. I almost said superboard. Hechicero getting thrown to the ropes. Brian Pillman getting a knee for his troubles. Ray wrapping him up in a reverse cloverleaf here. Nope, just a normal cloverleaf. My bad. Yes, Texas cloverleaf, but that's right in the ropes. Ray's going to have to get out of that one. Brian Pillman, faster, more technical. Hechicero, stronger. But this is a weird thing because Ray is a super luchador, obviously. Look at him. So even the high-flying tactics that Brian Pillman normally uses on his bigger and stronger opponents really not going to have a whole lot of effect here on Ray as he gets a pile driver for his troubles. Chavo, Chavo gets to face Brian Pillman later. Next week. Next week, because we're going to do a special show. That's going to be double the time. But anyway, double leg takedown. Brian Pillman's been facing a lot of bigger, stronger dudes, and that technical background really helped him out. That flying background's really helped him out. Not going to be as helpful here, but the speed is, as you see him ducking under Hechicero. But still, Hechicero, I mean, here's the thing. He worked in Mexico. Like, those guys, their entire gimmick is fast. That's what they do. They're fast. So, it's very interesting kind of to see this play out between these two. Sorry. Cursor on the screen here as the action goes to the outside. Hechicero going for the knee, for the legs of Brian Pillman. Very smart here. Brian Pillman with the Russian leg sweep, though. Brian Pillman going into the ring, wants to finish it there, doesn't want to risk a count-out victory, and he shouldn't even bother because, yeah, he doesn't need to. Brian Pillman also has a buffer match. Brian Pillman technically has 2, but he could lose a match and then win the next 2 and cinch the tournament. So, you know, Ray could pull off an upset here, and it could just be because Brian Pillman knows he doesn't really need to win tonight. I mean, here's the thing. If he wins, he knows he's going to be involved in the finals of the B bracket. Whether he's going to win it just total, or he's going to have a tiebreaker match with somebody, like, he knows he's going to be involved, right? So let's say he wins this tournament, like, let's say he wins tonight, right? And the next 2 matches, he doesn't show up, pretty much, right? You know, it's possible. 2, no. It's possible that we see Brian Pillman, I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. This match has a lot of implications. Like, I'm not trying to, this isn't me just, like, overselling this match. There's a lot of things that can happen as a result of this match. Brian Pillman now, body slam. Taunts to Hechicero. Locks him in to a headlock. Hechicero able to get out of it. Hechicero with the Clash of the Titus for some reason. 1, 2, no. Ooh, Hechicero almost stole that. Brian Pillman now got a headlock. Elbow to the back of the head that time. Knee to the back of the, foot to the back of the knee. Hechicero getting thrown to the ropes. Brian Pillman diving lariat. Hechicero is down. Bulldog from Brian Pillman onto Ray. Russian leg sweep. Brian Pillman going to the top. Waiting for him to get up, hit that crossbody. This is the move that finishes most matches, but he's in the ropes. Hechicero is lucky there. Locks him into a desperation armbar here. Brian Pillman thrown to the outside. Hechicero willing to... No, he's not! Suicide dive from Ray Hechicero. Picks up Brian Pillman. Ray's okay with the countout. I'll be real with you. I would be too. If I'm going up against Brian Pillman, I'm just going to try and do whatever I can to win. Brian Pillman looking to be okay with the countout too. 15. Hechicero gets in. Note that Hechicero isn't grabbing weapons. He isn't cheating, like spinning neckbreaker. Like, he is being very honest, very earnest in his efforts here, and that's respectable. Pile driver from Brian Pillman onto Ray. Doesn't think that's enough to finish it, though. Once again, another desperation armbar. Pillman able to get into the ropes. Throwing Pillman into the corner. Maybe not the best to have Pillman anywhere near a turnbuckle. What is this? Powerbomb into the turnbuckle. Octopus stretch here, locked in from Ray. Brian Pillman's going to have to figure out a way out of this. And he does. Another armbar. Ray really trying to tap out Brian Pillman, which is actually, to be fair, no one's really tried that yet. So, we could see it happen. Drop kick to the back of the head. Roll up from Ray. 1, 2. 2.9. Brian Pillman barely gets out of it. STO. Not STO. Actually, was that STO? I don't know. No, that couldn't have been an STO. Diving crossbody. That's it. 1, 2. No. Hechicero able to get out of it and save this bracket. Powerbomb goes for the pinfall in the ropes. That could have been it. So Ray, oh no, Ray's tired. That's bad. No, Spinebuster. Spinebuster is one of my favorite moves in wrestling. I love when it gets hit. Dragon leg whip, whatever. I saw a Spinebuster. I don't care. Oh, Texas Cloverleaf here. Brian Pillman's trying to get to the ropes. He's able to actually wiggle his way out of it. Going for another Russian leg sweep. Brian Pillman going to the top, trying to hit this crossbody. No, goes for the drop kick. Looks like he didn't get all of it, but gonna go for the pinfall. Maybe he did. Maybe it was my angle. 2, 3. Brian Pillman has just eliminated half of the tournament bracket, half of the bracket. And clinched. He is going to be involved in the finals of the B bracket. Whether that means he will win the B bracket or whether that means he will, whether that means he will win in the B bracket or whether that means he will like be in the tiebreaker for it. Brian Pillman has cemented that he will be in the finale of the B bracket and possibly the finale of the T1 Clawmax. We see here Neptune Man, Hardcore Holly, Martin Burns. Those are the only people left in this tournament next to Brian Pillman. These 4, unfortunately, are all eliminated. So we saw Chavo Guerrero and King Karn go to war. Pointless. We saw David Starr with the surprising upset to Hardcore Holly. Pointless. The only reason those 4 are even going to try and win the next couple matches is to pad out their own, records. Hardcore Holly, Martin Burns, and Neptune Man, now they're in trouble because if Brian Pillman wins next week, they're eliminated too. And Brian Pillman is going to be going up against Chavo Guerrero, who is sitting down here at the bottom. So, reason to be worried? Yes. You see me saving a lot? I'm saving a lot. Because last time, I didn't save a lot, and I had to redo that entire week, and it fucking sucked. Anyway, exhibition. It will be a barbed wire. No, it's a landmine, which is dumb. You would think, right? Yeah. You would think that the landmine deathmatch would be the one where the fucking ring explodes, but it's not. Anyway, so like I said, we're gonna actually have the gauntlet match, which I do have. So the way this is gonna work, right? There's either going to be 2 to 3 weeks before we hit the T1 Clawmax finals. So I should start working on the videos for that shit. Anyway, the week before we start the T1 Clawmax, who is that? That's, these are the Christis. Anyway, hey, look, it's Cheeks. Why can't I use Cheeks? What's wrong with Cheeks? Anyway, so a couple weeks before, or the week before, we started the T1 Clawmax, we had a 3v3 match, in which I said the winners would have to keep facing other people, in order to, they would have to keep facing other people, and the winners of that would keep going, and the team that makes it all the way to the T1 Clawmax finals will get a title shot against the Eras, which is the team of Dump Matsumoto, Mildred Burke, and Mickey James, for the titles. So we completely ignored that, and whoops. Part of the reason we did that is because I just didn't have a whole lot of time for that. So now we do. So dope. We got him in the t-shirt. Oh, is that him in the t-shirt? That looks bad. Let's do the tank top then. I like my favorite my favorite Billy Kidman is where he's wearing the tank top. And Azteca was the other dude who I wrote down where they're all from for this exact reason, because I have no idea who Azteca is. No, not Titan. I'll be real with you guys, I don't know anyone in Mexico. I feel like I would like Mexico wrestling, I just don't. I don't know. Language barrier, which is weird because out of all the languages I don't know, sign language is the one I know the most of, but Spanish is next, and that's not saying a lot because I don't know a whole lot of Spanish, but I remember making sure this dude was in AAA. Sangre Azteca? No, it wasn't Sangre. Oh, you know what? Wait, let me look at this. Because part of me is worried that I'm looking at the people who competed in the Charles Manson Open Challenge. So here's what we're going to do. Because I know it wasn't Sangre Azteca. Let me look in CMLL. That's what we're actually going to do. Okay. So I don't know. What we're going to do is we're going to eliminate these guys, and we're just going to have a random 3v3. The winners of those, I will go back and I'll watch and I'll figure out who those three will be, and that's who they'll face next week. So anyway, we got Adam Page. Oh, I love Adam Page. Adam Page, Johnny Rivera, and Robert Roode versus Dawn Marie, Piper Niven, and Luke Harper. Okay. Let me make sure these settings are right. Weapons 8, level 10, speed 100, elimination off, critical high. Okay. And the referee for this evening shall be that dude. Anyway, let's go. Oh God, it's fucking... It's the mask from fucking Mario 2. Great. Adam Page thrown into the barbed wire. This is going to be a little bit harder to call this match here. Johnny Rivera getting teamed up by Luke Harper and Piper Niven. Luke Harper, tag team specialist. Adam Page, technically a tag team specialist too. Dawn Marie, not a tag team specialist. I forget who the third dude was, even though I do actually know who he is. But he is busted open. Already. Shit. Adam Page leading his team against Dawn Marie's team here. Once again, the winners of this match will be considered the winners of the gauntlet, technically, or at least the current winners of the gauntlet, and we'll have more gauntlet matches next week. Adam Page, a member of the Bullet Club, currently, I think, holding a tag. No, he's not holding any titles, but the Bullet Club is holding a lot of titles. That's Robert Roode, right? Duh. Yeah, Bobby Roode, tag team specialist, especially when he was Robert Roode. So, a lot of tag team specialists in this match. Blah, blah, blah. Hangman Page's team, though, has more of them. And that much is for certain. Dawn Marie getting a double suplex here. Piper Niven going for an errant lariat. Also getting double suplex there by Johnny Rivera and Adam Page, which honestly, these three make up a pretty good team. Dawn Marie and Piper Niven working together, not doing too well against Robert Roode here. Piper Niven not really getting a whole lot going. She's trying, though. God bless her. Phantasmo, whatever his name is. Is he supposed to be the Mask of Mario, or did I just download him because he was a floating head and I thought that was funny? Robert Roode gets thrown into the barbed wire and has been exploded, but he's coming back, don't worry. And he's busted open. He was already busted open. Robert Roode's had a really rough go of it. Chop in the face. Piper Niven now with assist from Dawn Marie, giving a power bomb to Adam Page here. Luke Harper getting his arm twisted by Johnny Rivera. Slap to the face from Dawn Marie onto Johnny. Elbow to the back of the head onto Piper Niven. Snapmare from Robert Roode on Dawn Marie. Gets her out of the action for a moment here. Oh, and no, look at that. Bruiser Brody. Not Bruiser Brody. Luke Harper goes into the barbed wire and explodes. Now he is busted open. Adam Page apparently got busted open at some point and we missed it. Locks him into an octopus stretch here. Piper Niven able to save her teammate. Robert Roode looking to go after Piper Niven. He wanted to call him Brody. Harper stomping away at Adam Page. Adam Page thrown to the ropes. Bouncing off of him. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Robert Roode able to kick out of it. Adam Page did not help his teammate out there all that much. He's still not doing it a whole lot. Oh, and look at that. Dawn Marie locked into a leg lock from Johnny Rivera. Piper Niven has a chair. Swings it at her own teammate, it looks like. She stomps away Robert Roode and Adam Page. Goes for another errant lariat. Misses it. Pinfall on Page. 1. No, only a 1 count. Page still up. Dawn Marie and Johnny Rivera having a classic over there. Dawn Page. Don Marie finally goes after Robert Roode, walks right into Luke Harper, who gives him something. Vertical suplex, tag team vertical suplex from Robert Roode and Adam Page onto Don Marie. Was that a standing shooting star press from Adam Page? I believe it was. Mule kick right to the crotch of Luke Harper. Robert Roode taking Luke Harper into the center of the ring. Him and Johnny Rivera now putting the boots to him. Or at least trying, as Luke Harper body slams Rivera, gets locked into an underhook suplex. No, hits a back body drop onto Adam Page. Or I'm sorry, onto Luke Harper. Or onto fucking Robert Roode here as... Oh, don't look at Adam Page. Okay, he's out. He's good. He's not mounted punching a woman. Chop to the face. And I keep calling that as a slap from Don Marie onto Adam Page and Rivera. Arm drag from Rivera onto Piper Niven. I believe this is everyone's debut. I believe Piper Niven does exist in the statistics page, but only because she's shown up at TTWA, but didn't actually wrestle a match. Let me check here. Yeah, Piper Niven was involved in a draw. So, Piper Niven's been around before, but everyone else is debuting tonight. Elbow to the back. Johnny Rivera gets thrown into the barbed wire. One, two, three! Piper Niven steals the win away. Piper Niven, Don Marie, and Luke Harper will progress on in this gauntlet. Well, everybody, that's all the TTWA we have for you tonight. If you liked this show, please go ahead and follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter. I'm not editing things in here. I felt like maybe it would look nice if I did things with my hands. But yeah, that's going to be it. Next week, we're going to start a little early, and I'll put a video. We're going to probably start like at 9:15. Maybe just so because I don't want to do these late. I just want to do both brackets. So we might start a little bit early. But anyway, my name's been Totem Trouser. You guys take care of yourselves. Goodbye.